dance to the music filled with the anthem of her soul. She ran a boarding house for immigration workers. Her mojaditos, she called them. For over 30 years, she kept our large transient family going. Chronically broke down, out of gas, always looking for a quick fix for a small loan. Just a couple more bucks till payday, compadre. As if poverty was our addiction. But it was one or two we were hooked on. I remember whenever she'd get angry, she'd say, "No, I can kiss me suga yaki!" As if getting her yaki blood up was like the tempting God. But I had to tempt God just to go to high school. And then years later, when I told her I was going away to graduate school, she said it'd break her heart. But she left me no choice.
Immigration! Nope. You're dead to the world.
Oh, excuse me?
Yes, may I help you?
I'm looking for a patient. Her last name was Flores. She was admitted this morning.
Oh, you're too late. Sorry.
Wait, what do you mean I'm too late?
Visiting hours are over. Finito.
Oh, well, I'm family. Capiche? Wait, is that her?
Jesus!
No, Jesus. Her name is Jesus Maria, but the family calls her Chu, Mama Chu.
Look, hun, I don't care if y'all call her the Virgin Mary. You people been coming and going all day, singing and playing your guitars. Why don't you let your sweet mama rest,
You people? Can you be more specific?
This unit is closed.
To everybody or just Mexicans?
Do you know what sedated means?
Don't patronize me. I know how to speak English. What kind of fucking racist bullshit is this?
Hey, watch your mouth and keep your voice down, honey. This is a county hospital, not the fucking Tijuana jail. Well, I never.
Look, let's not make a civil rights case out of this, okay? I've come a long way. And she's my grandmother. More like a mother, actually, and I was hoping just to have a few minutes to see her.
Look, I don't have a racist bone in my body. I just work here.
Mama Chu? Can you hear me? It's me, Armida. Your heartbreaker, remember? I've been away a long time, I know. But even if you haven't heard from me lately, I swear, I've missed you, Grandma. Are you still mad at me? Look, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I'm sorry, okay? I didn't even know who I was till I left. You know, I've changed, Mama Chu. Please don't give me the silent treatment. I know you can hear me, Mommy Chu. Come on, let her rip. Get your yaki up. Be pissed at me. I don't care. I can take it. We've got too much to talk about. Can you hear me, Mama Chu? You've got to fight this.
Satisfied? She's out for the night.
What have you done to her?
She was in a lot of pain when you brought her in. We just gave her a little something to help her rest.
What kind of pain?
Cramps, swollen colon, distended bowels, all the good stuff. Her blood pressure's up and her heart's not in any great shape either, so we're keeping an eye on that.
Is it serious?
You'll have to speak with Dr. Jory, our staff oncologist.
Oncologist? Okay, well, where can I find him?
Tonight? Good luck. He's scheduled her for a biopsy first thing in the morning.
Biopsy?
Just a little exploratory.
Surgery?
X-rays detected a growth in her abdomen about the size of a grapefruit.
Oh my God. Okay, let me get this straight. You're telling me there's a chance she could have... Is she gonna...
We'll know more manana.
Mama Chu, you can't die.
That's a no-no, dear. Never say that. Come on, let's let this sweet old Spanish lady rest, huh?
She's not Spanish. She's Mexican. She's a fighter. She was in the 1910 revolution.
Mercy, how old is she?
I don't know. Nobody in my family knows. But she outlived all but 2 over 20 children. She'll make it.
Sure she will. Must be tired, the poor dear. Ready for a good long siesta.
In this hospital, I need to get back to my own house. Yo quiero estar en mi casa. They're hurting me. Oh, I know it's too corta. You don't mean to, but it hurts. Oh, it all hurts. And there's nothing we can do about it. We are put on this earth to suffer. Porque no más by suffering, we can rise to the greater gloria with our blessed Jesus Christ. Hallelujah! Demonio! What did I just tell you? I am ready to rise to la gloria now, Señor. Why don't you just take me? What are you doing? Stop that! Stop that, I tell you! Soy tu madre! Stop, animal! Oh, I know. No. You're not an animal. It's not your fault what you are. What do you know of God and sins of the flesh? The white Yori priests and their black skirts never taught you. The patrones never worked you as a peon. Loose women never touched you. What do you know of salvation? For you there is nothing. There's no day, no night. You're free, like a savage, a coyote, a wild deer. Ah! Animal! Ah! You're evil, me! Ah! Demonio! Stop!
Profe?
Augustina?
No, it's me, Theo. Armida, your niece.
Mija, look at you. More and more like your mother, I swear to God. You don't know how much you look like her.
You're right. I have no real memory of her.
Descanse en paz.
I remember being afraid of her picture, though. There at Mama Chu's house. God, all those dead faces and old wooden frames.
Your aunts and uncles. Lucas Flores, your grandfather, rest in peace. How could they scare you?
I don't know, Profe. You know, there's a lot about our family I don't understand. We've always been so... Vresquachi.
Who you calling her squatchy?
Well, it beats fucked up.
What's that? University language? I like it better when you call me Theo.
Hey, what are you doing here all alone, Theo?
Just passing the time. Your tia Aurelia went to eat. We were upstairs serenading your grandma, but that nurse threw us out.
Yeah, I was just up there. God, is it me or is that nurse treating us like crap? She has Mama Chu all drugged up. She didn't even know I was in the room.
She's getting old. Who knows how much longer she'll be with us.
It's serious, isn't it? I got back as soon as I could.
Oh, see? It only took you 2 years.
I came as soon as I got Thea's phone call. You know, she made it seem like Mama Chu was... I don't know what to think. You know, I couldn't get back sooner, honest.
What are you now? One of those hippies?
No, I'm supporting myself through graduate school, profe. I'm a teaching assistant in the anthropology department. And before that, I was waiting tables for a year. Aren't you just a little bit proud of me?
I'd rather have you at home.
Where's home?
Where the hell do you think it is? With your family? Or are we too risquatchy now that you're supporting yourself?
Don't be mean. It hasn't been easy.
I've lived with Mama Chu all my life. The only time I ever left her was in World War II when I was in the Navy. In the Pacific, I never thought about her. Once I came back home, I realized she was home.
Profe, what are you gonna do once Mama Chu isn't around anymore?
I don't want to talk about that.
Well, how's the barbershop?
Closed.
Permanently?
Maybe. I don't know.
You're a great barber, profe. Don't quit.
You see this hand? I'm 56, and nobody wants a haircut anymore. They all look like yakis brought down from the mountains with drums. Todos granudos.
It's the 60s. You know, you've been like a father to me, Theo, and it's time you think of yourself. You know, it's not too late to find a wife. How about that widow in San Isidro?
I saw you, about a year ago in Tijuana on Avenida Revolucion. You saw me and walked away.
Me? No, I haven't been to TJ in years. I've been at Berkeley boycotting grapes.
You broke Mama Chu's heart, when you left.
She broke mine. She swore she'd never speak to me again.
She says you told her to go to hell.
No, the day I told her I was going away, she refused to give me her blessing. And then she started it on my mother, cursing me right along with her. You know, God knows Mama Chu made it a clean break, not me. Not that I believe in God.
Your Augustina's revenge. Ni modo.
Why do I get the feeling like I'm paying for my mother's sins, Theo? You know, there's not one picture of my father in Grandma's house. She wouldn't even pronounce his name.
You mean Cosme Bravo?
And I knew she hated him. Even as a kid, I could tell she despised him. The way she spit out, tu pinche padre. But, she never told me anything about him.
Well, now isn't the right time to talk about that pendejo neither.
Really? When will it be right? Anytime I've ever asked a question about my mother's life, I've never gotten a straight answer. Why?
Maybe there's none. Just crooked ones.
What do you mean?
She was a beautiful woman, your mother. Flower, a butterfly, a shining star. But stubborn as a mule, just like you.
See, you're avoiding the question.
Augustina ran away at 16 to join the flea-bitten circus of Cosme Bravo, who stole her for himself.
Yes, I know that old story. They were in love, the butterfly and the clown.
No, hombre, it was during the Depression. Eating was more important than being in love. We all ended up on the road with the payaso. Tucson, Arizona, to El Paso, Texas, to Los Angeles, California. All up and down the border. San Joaquin Valley. Fog, rain, or shine. If the Raza had no money to come to the Circo Azteca, we worked in the fields. Cosme always pocketed the money. Like a pimp.
And you blame me for staying away for 2 years? I know you hated my father too. Why is our family so
Why do you have to talk dirty like that? You sound like a whore.
Come on, Profe. Up until 10 hours ago, I was in the middle of a third world strike for ethnic studies at Berkeley. No, I'm a Chicana, okay? Give me a break.
You got it. Watch my lira. I'm going to the excuse me.
No, you don't. Not until you give me at least one uncrooked answer.
Armida, mija, I'm not kidding.
Augustina didn't run away with Gosme. He liberated her.
And that's not all he did.
Well, then tell me about it. What's a skeleton in the family's closet?
Only your mother dying so young. Excuse me, eh?
El pelado is standing on a street corner when his compadre walks up to him and says, Oiga, compa, did you know your vieja has a tumor in her you-know-what? What do you mean, my wife has a tumor in her you-know-what? And how the hell would you know that? The compadre says, bueno, I do not know for sure, but it sure feels like a tumor in her you-know-what. Y ahora, the star of el Circo Azteca, the singing butterfly of Tijuana, Agustina, la mariposa fina.
Cuando escuches este vals, haz un recuerdo de mí. Piensa en los besos de amor que le diste y que te di. Si alguien pretende robar tu divino corazón, diles que mi alma está en ti y la tuya tengo yo. Agustina, are you still running around like a puta? I love you too, mamacita. When you going to settle down, mujer? Are you in heat? I am not a dump for your puppy litters. I only came by to say hello. Or goodbye. ¿Qué? Goodbye? Ni que la chet. Who's going to take care of the little she-dog you left me, eh? Ungrateful. That's what you are. You never appreciated all that I did for you. No, you just left me. And for what? A pendejo? A clown?
Gracias, Doña Chu. El Circo Azteca is here to salute you. Up yours, eh?
Shut up! Shut up, you goddamn fool! Thief! You stole my daughter! And you abandoned her to a life of sin and wickedness! Get out of my house! Mama, that was always your problem. Always stuck to the house. And where do you expect me to be, eh? On the streets? Where you ended up? I own my own house. Mi propia casa. And your sister does too. Oralia doesn't have to run around showing her nalgas to the world. No, she got married. So did I, Mama Chu. So did I.
Several times.
Oralia married a tall, handsome güero. And their children are beautiful blue-eyed angels. Bueno. Ya pues, no. That was over a long time ago. Can't you see? Wing. You have no shame. What is to become of that daughter of yours? What is her name? Armida. I had to raise that ungrateful child on my own. May God forgive you. May God forgive you for not forgiving me. Santo cielo. Augustina, you've been dead for 20 years.
Gone, but not forgotten, Mama Chu. R.I.P. Or as they say in Spanish, de epe.
Where am I? This isn't my house. Get chingados. What's happening?
El Circo Azteca!
Pues mira nomás with the cataract and our little army. When did you get here? Where's Prophet? And excuse me again? That old pedoro's nothing but a leaky faucet. Back and forth, back and forth. We've been here all day and all night. We went out to dinner. We had shrimp. Are you hungry? Here's my doggy bag.
No thanks, Tia. But hello.
You're looking stylish. Como Latina. What's her name? Tina Turner. I did not expect to see you here tonight.
Well, after your life and death message, I took the first bus to LA. Then the train. Non-stop. Thanks, Tia.
Pues I didn't mean to scare you, but I had to make sure that Baboso and Gopon got word to you. Who is he? Your lover boy?
Oh, just a friend.
With a sexy name like Paige?
Hi, Tilly.
Say hi to your cousin, Andala, Miss America. Don't just sit there like a boba.
Hi, Army. How's graduate school? Berserkly. How's Lincoln High?
I graduated last year.
In 3 years? Great. Any plans for higher ed?
You know what? Now that you mention it, what does that mean, graduate school? If you graduate, then you're out of school. How can you be in it again? Puros papas. All that higher education. For what?
Career advancement, Thea. You know, I'm working on my master's.
Masters de qué? Masturbation?
No, cultural anthropology. In fact, I'm going after a PhD.
Anthropology? That's the study of gorillas, you know? Maybe you can get a job at the zoo, peeling their big bananas.
Is the city sewer at it again?
Cállate, hocico.
I know, you love it. So does mi mamá.
Look who's talking. Profe, the family dog. Your zipper's down. Did you wash your hands in the excusado? Here's your dinner. Eat it.
Hey, tell me about Mama Chu. When did she start having stomach pains?
Last Tuesday.
Que last Tuesday ni que nada. Mama Chu's had these stomach pains for years. They always go away. It's nothing, I tell you. It's puros pedos. It's only gas. She's got to stop cooking with lard. It's puro fat.
But what about the tumor in her stomach?
What tumor? You got extra vision to see what's in her panza? It's nothing, I tell you. It's undigested food. A big bodoque of guacha.
Oh, yuck.
No, hombre, this is like eating in a toilet.
I think it's a little more serious than that, Thea. You know, we better be prepared for the worst.
Why? Is Mama Chu gonna die?
She's not gonna die. Que traes, tonta?
Your own message said, come if you still want to see her alive.
That was just to get you here, smarty pants. We brought Mama Chu to this hospital for stomach pains and a little basca. Better watch what you say. Don't wish death on your grandmother.
She didn't say that.
Are you serious?
You want it to be serious.
Why would I want that, Thea?
To be done with her. Where the hell have you been for the last 2 years? No visits, no calls, ni madre. Now you only show up because of some life or death situation? I don't think so. Sabes? This is what your grandmother gets for raising a smart aleck.
It was hard on us both. I didn't mean to be away for so long, and I'm sorry about that.
You've always blamed Mama Chu for your madres. You know what?
What?
You know what?
Suicide.
Hombre.
Sorry, Army.
It's no big family secret. In fact, I told you, Tilly. My mom killed herself, okay? So why did Mama Chu say such terrible things to me before I left?
What terrible things. No, don't tell me.
She said my mom was a yori puta, and where I was going, I'd end up one too.
Mama Chu said that? Give me mama.
Bueno. Mi mamá has her own way of saying things. It's not always pretty, but it's not what you think. No, sister?
I don't think nothing. Sometimes it's better not to think.
What's a yori puta?
Well, it's a white man's whore. Yeah, Mama Chu said I inherited her hot Yankee blood.
Mama Chu's a Yankee?
Freudian slip. Not Yankee, Yaqui, as in tribe. No, we're second cousins to the Apache.
Mira, mira. Speak for yourself. My papa was born in Spain. What do you know?
I thought Mama Chu was Mexican.
Half French on your great-grandfather's side. Before the revolution back in Sonora, your grandmother owned a big fancy house with Indian servants. La familia petite.
Are you sure she wasn't one of the servants?
Cállate. Some of us was born looking petite, some of us wasn't. I don't want to talk about this no more.
Of course you don't. Mama Chu's always favored the white chocolate in the family, and you know it, Tia.
What the hell do you mean by that?
Just that she's racist against herself?
Okay, that's it. We don't have to sit around and listen to this. Is this what you're learning over there at your Mérida University?
Oralia's right. There's some things in a family it's better not to discuss.
Why? What's wrong with the truth?
Everything. Mama Chu's the only one holding this family together. Without her, ya no hay nada.
Hey, I was eating that.
No, is that what we're afraid of? Nada?
Carmen, is that you? I know you are there. Where are you? What are you doing? Don't you know by now you can't hide from me? I feel your every breath. I feel your every move. I feel every tear. Soy tu madre. Did you forget how to sleep? There was a time when you couldn't get enough. You slept for years. Muy mansito, peaceful and quiet. Sleep, hijito, sleep. Mama Chu, it's me again, your favorite daughter. I just came to say buenas noches. Don't worry about a thing. I know that whiskey voice anywhere. Me and Tilly will be staying at your place until we can bring you home again, okay? Maybe a little longer. Oralia, she's drinking again. Ave Maria Purísima. I hate seeing you like this, Mama Chu. I know you can't hear me, but do you know what that son of a bitching husband Jack did? He ran up to Tijuana with our 19-year-old maid. He's living with her over there. I don't hear a thing. How could Jack do this to me? If Papa was still alive, he'd shoot his ass. What kind of a man screws his maid? Don't ask. I can't even face the neighbors anymore. I'm so ashamed. All of Chula Vista knows. And on top of that, Tinny's pregnant. Panzona, 6 months. That's why she has to drop out of high school. Y pa acabarla de chingar, her boyfriend's been drafted. They're sending him to Vietnam. I'm so glad you can hear this, Mama Chu, because I know it would kill you. I don't know what I'm going to do. Who's going to clean the house?
The nurse is coming. Mom, what's wrong? She's not dead, is she?
No, tonta. Can't you see she's sleeping?
She looks dead. Did she say anything?
Nada. Let's go home. To Mama Chu's.
When are we going home in Chula Vista?
Maybe never. Vámonos. Oh yes, who's going to clean la chingada casa? Dale, so your family decides to show up? What's the matter? No, tonto. Nobody's coming to get you. Nobody can hurt you. Hey! As long as I let you stay with you. You are in paradise and you don't even know it. What more could you want? You're not an animal. You have a soul. I can hear you speaking even without words. Speak to me in the language of God. Who's there? I'm not afraid of you, Maboso. Show
remember me?
Adios? You're not. Who are you?
Did you forget me already?
Cherokee? Is that you, Lucas Flores? Bendito sea Dios. You look exactly the same way as the day we first met. A lifetime ago.
Pues sí, I'm you again.
How is that possible?
If death is real, anything is possible.
I don't believe you.
You got old, vieja.
Yes, but I'm not dead. You always had such hot, heavy hands. The hands of a troublemaker. Now I can hardly feel them.
Ni modo. I was only your husband, número tres.
You died too young, Lucas Flores. You shouldn't have gone back to Sonora. Your yaqui dances got you killed.
It wasn't the dancing that got me killed, Michu. Era la revolución.
Ay, that pinche revolucion. What good did all the killing do?
I did what I had to do so the Yoris would know we're not animals.
They shot you dead like a dog in the dust.
It was the price that had to be paid.
For what? What did it accomplish? Ni madre. You left me.
I left you my blood. And what did you do with it? You spilled it.
I never spilled it. It was your daughter that threw away her own life.
Your life's candle is burning low, Michu. You can't die without making peace with your muertitos.
Oyes tú, who said anything about dying? I see now. Is that why you're here? Condenado, to take me away?
I'm here to escort the deer.
What here? Where to?
The wilderness world. Resurrection.
Cájame, get back here, que estás loco! There is no candle for the dead here. I have confessed my sins to God and only to Him. Get out. You're nothing but a ghost. Go away. Leave me in peace. Déjame en paz.
En paz. Descansa.
Cájame! Come back here. Do you want to die? Hey, you're going to be the death of me. Then where will you be? We are going back home soon, together. For now, go back to sleep. Por amor de Dios!
Hospitals. God, I hate hospitals. They remind me of jail.
How do you know what jails are like? Skip it. Aurelia's making herself at home. When she moved in with Tilly to take care of Mama Chu, she said, she gave me $20 for food. That was a month ago. They ate everything in the house. We're down to instant coffee and hard tortillas. Now they eat out. Mama Chu's boarding house is closed.
It must be really empty. You know, that's a big house.
Your tia's always had her eye on it. She's already staking her claim.
I shouldn't have said what I said about Mama Chu. You know, I mean, she's not a racist.
No, hombre. She's the darkest one. Sweet as a Hershey bar.
Even though as a kid she'd be yelling at me to stay out of the sun. You know, she said I would never amount to anything.
Did you believe her?
No. You know, she only made me want to try harder in school.
Well, there you go. She knew what she was doing.
Now, I'd like to believe that. Sometimes she could be loving, and then sometimes not. She ran hot and cold. Like my love life. Hey, how did Mama Chu manage to have 20 children?
She got married.
I know, but what happened to them all? I mean, I know there's you and my mother and Tio Oralia, but what about the rest?
They died. Some in the revolution, others in the smallpox epidemics. They came and went. Babies mostly.
It must have been terrible for her.
She was what they called a soldadera.
I know. A soldier woman, an angel on the battlefield. Now, I love those old stories about Grandma. But what I can't figure out is how she had time to have all of those babies.
She had 3 husbands. Outlived them all, too.
She's amazing.
She loves you, you know. Mama Chu raised you like her own daughter.
Like Agustina or Oralia.
No, que Aralia. She's her father's daughter. Don Nuero with a coño.
A what?
Listen to me. Aralia wants Mama Chu's house. She wants to sell it and cash in on it as soon as Grandma dies.
But what about you?
What about me? I don't own the house, and neither does Aralia. You do.
Me?
The papers are in your name.
Since when?
Since you were born. Promise me you'll never tell Mama Chu?
I promise.
Your mother made the down payment. I kicked in my Navy money. She wanted you to have it.
But where was my father in all of this?
Cosme? He was long gone.
Why'd she do it, Theo?
Buy the house?
Commit suicide.
How should I know?
She must have hated her life.
No. There were good times too. Especially when you came along.
That's bullshit. I was her only child. Why'd she even bother having me?
Does it matter?
She's been ticking inside of me all of my life. And one of these days, I'm afraid she's gonna just explode like a time bomb.
Stop acting like Augustina.
What are you hiding? You know, was my mama a Tijuana prostitute or what?
Leave it alone, goddamn. You don't know what you're getting yourself into.
But I have the right to know. And you have the responsibility to tell me. Can't you see that, Theo?
I told you about the house. That's all you need to know. It's getting late. Mama Chu's going in early in the morning. Let's go inside. Those hard couches in the waiting room are starting to look good.
Profe, are you seriously not going to tell me? And you call me stubborn? Is this a family trait or something? Hey, Profe!
Good morning, doctor. Ready?
Patient's wrong side up, nurse.
No, doctor. Your proctal exam is later. This is your grapefruit tumor.
I knew that, of course. Miss Reyes, can you hear me? Speak to me, Miss Reyes.
It's Flores, doctor. Sorry.
Right, Flores. I'm afraid I'm a bit off my game this morning, Blanche. Second wife suing me for divorce.
Oh, Dick. What happened? Another slip of the dick?
That's beneath you, nurse.
Every nurse on every floor of this hospital's been beneath you. I should know. Comes with the job.
Miss Flores, I'm Dr. Jory. My anesthesiologist is going to put you under now so we can proceed with your exploratory surgery. Here, buddy, let's see it. Did I say that right? We're going into that bola that the x-rays revealed in your panza. We're going to excise un poquito, then we'll be finito. Okie dokie. Superb.
Dr. Jory,
What's up, Miss Flores?
¿dónde está Carmen? No lo encuentro allá.
Sí.
No lo siento.
You don't
Es que
say.
vio el Carmen.
What's she saying, doctor?
How the fuck should I know? The whole bag's rambling. Take her under.
And away we go.
Señores, señoras, señoritas, y lo que quieren began her life as a caterpillar, a sexy black pasano with jazzy red horns. One day, when she was marching on a leaf, she came across a deer. He was speechless. In fact, he was amused. But Charlie, it was love at first sight. The next day, the worm buried herself into a cocoon. Y el Benedito thought she had died. Pero no. She was reborn as a beautiful butterfly. Little did he know that she was doomed to die young. But the sex was unbelievable. The butterfly and the deer.
Augustina, Jaime does not belong in your filthy circle.
Oh no? Where does he belong?
Don't touch him like that.
She's screwing up the act, yeah.
¿Qué le pasa, Mama? Having troubles with your little deer? He's not getting horny on you now, is he?
Como seas. Is there no respect for the madres in this world anymore?
Well, that depends on the madres. Madres puras aren't the same as puras madres.
You have no shame.
You were the one who held the family together, Mama True.
That's right. We were a family, bendito sea Dios, without a father.
Not even Papa Lucas or Papa Güero. You remember Aurelia's daddy, don't you, Mama True?
Don't you mention Güero Azul to me.
You were in a hell of a boarding house, Mama True. Aurelia was the bait and I was the maid. Guess who got screwed? Cinderella.
Macriana. That was that hot jockey blood of yours. That's why you left. You got hot and you left me for that goddamn clown.
I never asked you to follow me.
How dare you? I told you that hijo de la chingada would abandon you.
No, I abandoned him. You made me despise him. But through all those years, you never told us you had a dirty little secret. Did you, Mama True?
The crying woman of the revolution.
Cállate la boca.
I had a dirty secret of my own. It's hard being Santa Madre if you don't spread your legs.
Shut up. I tell you, go away.
You knew what was going on. But to admit that was to uncover all of your own lies.
Liar. Mentirosa.
Don't be a hypocrite, Mama True. It was you who turned me into a puta.
What? No, what's happening? Under my very eyes? No. That's a sin before God. No, Gahame, come back. Nothing is Cristiano. You got damaged. Your brother and sister. Where is everybody? Isn't anybody here? Don't tell me I'm the only one who gives a damn about Mama True.
They spent the night. Maybe they already had breakfast.
Do you ever stop eating? Are you starting to show? Suck in that panza. Ándale, I don't want anybody to know about this. Do you want to kill your grandmother?
It's gotta come out sometime.
You little slut. Do you want to give your grandma a heart attack? No, it'd be different if it was your putita cousin, Army. Oh, hi! There you are. Boy, you look tired. I didn't sleep a wink neither. Tossing and turning and tossing. Tilly, crack out the coffee and donuts.
How's Mama True? Just out of the OR. The doctor said he'll come talk to us as soon as he can.
No coffee for me. My nervous stomach.
I thought it was a weak bladder.
So you met Dr. Jory? I spoke to the nurse.
Wait till you meet the doctor. Looks just like, ¿cómo se llama? The one on TV. El Dr. Killian?
Richard Chamberlain?
That's Mero. Don't you think he looks like your father when he had hair?
I didn't know my dad when he had hair.
Oh, he was a handsome Merote. Born with blue-gray eyes like a wolf. From Mexico. That was his weakness.
Since when is being a handsome widote a weakness?
You know how machos are. You haven't been married for the last 30 years for nothing. Why? What have you heard?
About what?
About nothing. Jack's a good provider, running his plumbing business, laying pipe all over town. Men are pigs.
Here comes the doctor.
That's the kind of piggy I want for you. Why Dr. Kildare over here?
Yes, superb. May I sit down?
Not unless you want to lie down, senor. I'm just kidding, hombre, just kidding.
Would you like some sticky roll, doctor?
No, thank you. Let me get right to the point. I got some good news and some bad news. The good news is the tumor's not malignant or benign. It's not the big C. It's not even a tumor.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, Jesus.
Gracias a Dios.
Does that mean Grandma's gonna live?
Barring other complications.
What complications?
Uralgia, eclampsia, osteoporosis. Possibilities are legion.
Oh, what's the bad news?
Bad news is there's still a rather sizable growth in her corpus. Not abdominal, but uterine.
The inner uterus?
Inner matrix, yes. Such as it is, it's hardly unnatural, but long overdue for obstetric extraction.
What are you saying? Are you saying what I think you're saying?
What do you think I'm saying?
She isn't, is she?
Yes. As a matter of fact, she is.
Oh, you can't be serious.
Yes.
That's impossible.
What? What's impossible? What the hell's the matter with Mama Chu?
She's pregnant.
Grandma?
Nuh-uh. How can she be pregnant?
She's 84 years old, more or less.
I'm aware of her age, mas o menos.
This is ridiculous.
I need to explain something.
Mama Chu having a baby? Somebody better goddamn well explain something.
The fetus is mummified.
What do you mean mummified?
Perfectly preserved, about 2 pounds. Deceased, of course.
Inside Mama Chu?
Cradled into a tight fetal position, no larger than a bloated softball.
Male or female?
Hard to say. It's been that way for quite some time.
For how long?
We're running some tests, but appears perhaps as long as 60 years.
60 years?
How can that be? How can it be inside of her for so long and nobody know it?
Obviously, she hails from Mexico, yes?
The real question is, did Mama Chu know it? And why would she keep it a secret? No, wait, how can a pregnant woman not give birth?
Some things defy medical logic, Miss Flores, especially south of the border.
Miss Bravo. I'm her granddaughter, and I don't appreciate being condescended to, Doctor. I'm a graduate student at Cal Berkeley.
I see. Who's being condescending to whom? Miss Bravo?
Wait, Doctor, where does this leave Mama Chu? What's gonna happen to her?
Our options are really two only. One, standard C-section, remove the fetus surgically and cleanly, and hope for the best, or...
Let the fetus stay where it is.
Exactly.
Can't you just yank that little sucker out of there?
Well, yes, cesarean's easy enough, even at her advanced age. But either way, the prognosis is not good.
Is it bad?
There's no guarantee there won't be any complications. With her heart disease, emphysema, diabetes, arthritis, throw in a little kidney failure and you got bingo.
You mean she could...
Die?
I didn't say that. We stabilized her post-operative pain and put her on antibiotics, naturally. But she's got to fight. Depends on her will to live.
What do you recommend, Doctor?
I like to go for a C-section immediately. It's quick, clean, and efficient. We could be in and out before she knows it.
You can't operate.
Yes, he can. He's got to.
To lose the fetus she's been carrying for 60 years? How do we know it won't kill her? And shouldn't we ask Mama Chu how she fucking feels about it?
Don't use that language with me.
It's Mama Chu's choice, Thea. This is almost like an abortion.
You may be right. She's lived with the fetus for this long. Perhaps it's best to let the sleeping dogs lie.
Oh, did you suddenly turn into a veterinarian doctor?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, how many third world women have you spayed?
I recommend that you discuss this among yourselves. As far as I'm concerned, the decision to operate or not is up to you, her family. In consultation with the patient, of course. We're going to take her back upstairs where you can speak to her as soon as she's conscious. Yes? Superb.
Doctor?
Miss Bravo!
One more thing. Okay, if Mama Chu's been carrying this fetus for 60 years, what are the implications for the rest of her family?
Above or below the equator? Could you be more specific?
Could she have given birth to her later children?
Is this a trick question?
Just answer yes or no.
Think you know the answer.
She'd be sterile, wouldn't she?
Frankly, my dear, I wouldn't worry about it.
Dr. Jory, calling Dr. Jory. You're wanted in the OR, doctor.
Do you know where that leaves us?
I got a rectal exam waiting. More than that, I'd rather not say.
Wait a minute. What the hell are you driving at, Prieta?
Sterile? What are you saying?
She just likes these big words. How old are you, Tia?
What does that have to do with anything?
50?
49. I was born in 1920.
Exactly. So my mother would have been 51 because she was born in 1918. 5 years after Profe.
So the hell what?
You're only 56, Theo. If Mama Chu's been carrying this fetus for 60 years, how could she have given birth to you or any related children, including my mother?
Are you saying Mama Chu is not really our grandmother?
I don't know. But if it's true, we're not Mama Chu's flesh and blood, are we?
Enough! Ya basta! Shut up! Just shut up! Go away! You never wanted to be a part of this family. I don't want to hear any more of this shit.
Me either. You're a real bitch, Armin. You think you're so smart.
I need the truth, Profe, once and for all. You know, I need to put all the pieces together. I need dates, facts, names, everything you can remember. Do you now see how important this is?
It's all or nothing.
This mummified fetus puts us all in limbo. You know, this is worse than a death in the family. It's a death of a family, cut off at the root. Who are we, Theo?
Los hijos de la chingada.
Todos me dicen el negro, Arona, negro, pero cariñoso. Todos me dicen el negro y Arona, negro, pero cariñoso. Soy como el verde, Arona, picante, pero sabroso. Soy como el chile verde, arona, picante, pero sabroso. Ay de mí, y arona, y arona, y arona, llévame río. Ay de mí.
I never knew my father. He was killed before I was born. It was always just Mama Chu and me. We came out of the revolution. We came in a Yaqui troop train. Mama Chu was a 5-year veteran of the war by then. Besides being a widow, she had already lost most of her snot noses in Mexico. Only one survived. Her only mocoso. Me.
Pedrito! Pedrito, mijito, up here. Mama!
The Indio rebels were about to attack Nogales, so the Mexican government sent Yaqui draftees to the border to fight their own people. Mama Chu and I came all the way out of the Yucatan. The Raza was coming across the border like a human flood into Tucson. So that's where we went. Just Mama Chu and me, into the teeming barrios. I was late in learning to talk. I don't know why. Words just wouldn't come out.
How old were you, Profe?
I was 5. Must have been 1916, 1917, más o menos. Mama Chu was around 30.
Can't imagine Mama Chu so young.
Pedrito! Get out of the sun, chamaco! You're turning as black as a zapote. How many times do I have to tell you? The gringos are gonna eat you alive.
She hasn't changed, except she's toothless now. I remember when she still attracted men. Lots of men. She made good money.
You don't mean Mama Chu sold her body?
Well, no. But she rented it a little. Back then, she was chichona enough to work as a wet nurse. The amazing thing is she always had milk. If she wasn't feeding babies, she was bringing them into the world. That's how she met your tata.
Señora,
Who's there?
Lucas Flores.
My grandfather?
He came in the middle of the night.
Doña Chu, they tell me you're a midwife. My woman, she's about to part with child.
Come in. Lay her down on the bed.
Back in Sonora, he had been a Pascola dancer in the Yaqui Easter ceremony. Now he was just another refugee, a miner from up around Bisbee, a labor agitator.
Why did you wait so long to bring her?
La Huelga. We're on strike in the copper mines. You must know how it is.
I don't know anything. I don't want any trouble.
Can you deliver her?
Oh, this woman does not have the strength to give birth. It'll kill her.
No. She's come a long way. She can't desert me now. You have to save her. Even if you lose a child, just don't let her die.
It's not up to me. It's up to God.
She would want God to save the child. Do what you have to do.
Bendito sea de Dios.
Mama Chu delivered the baby, but the woman died giving birth to a daughter. Don Lucas was beside himself with grief. Before dawn, he took his dead wife out to bury, leaving the baby girl with Mama Chu. As soon as she lay down, her milk started to flow, so she fed the child her breast. The child fed and slept in her arms for a day and a half. The following night, Lucas returned, drunk with grief.
Eta,
Sorry, Doña Chu. Did I scare you? I just came for my daughter.
what for? What are you doing?
I'm going back to Sonora tonight.
Are you crazy?
Those gringo sheriffs, they're looking for me.
What?
There's a warrant out for my arrest.
Why?
They're deporting all the Yaquis who aren't sheep. All the rebels, the troublemakers, wanted by the Mexicans. If they catch me here,
They'll deport all of us. What have you done? Ay, me llevan la triste chinada. Get out of my house. Ándale, hombre, go.
but I'll be executed. Unless I can get to the Bacatete Mountains and join the Yaqui resistance.
Don't speak
We are indios on both sides of the border.
I left Mexico because I do not want any trouble. I'd rather be invisible.
You're a woman.
You're a fool.
Better to die like a dog fighting for our Yaqui lands in Sonora than to be here like a dog eating the scraps of gringos.
Ay, well, at least we're not dodging bullets in the desert. No, gracias a Dios. This is los Estados Unidos. And here, we are Mexicans. We're not Indios.
What about my daughter?
She's asleep. Can't you see?
I see you've been feeding her.
Would you rather she starve to death?
After what her mother's been through? Don't be so heartless. What if I leave her here with you?
For how long?
Sepa, I'll be back to claim her when it's safe, and then I'll pay you.
Pay me now.
I have no money.
I don't give credit.
Then she's yours if I don't come back.
She's a pretty little monkey. But I know my people. She's going to need the kind of discipline only a good Yoemi mother can give her.
Aren't you a Yoemi mother?
My entire familia died in the war, senor. I came all the way from the Yucatan with my little son here and never looked back. You don't know what we've been through.
We are all orphans in this storm, Michu.
Leave her then.
I don't want her baptized, but I do want her to have her mother's name. Armida. Do you understand? Armida.
You better go.
Adios, mijita. I'll be back pronto. I promise you.
Hey, don't promise. Just go.
So that's how your mother was born. Of course, Mama Chu named her Augustina, not Armida. That's your name.
Wait, hold it, Profe. Agustina, daughter of Armida? Are you saying that I was named after my biological grandmother?
Más o menos.
Then my mother must have known about it.
What makes you say that?
Well, why else would she name me after her? She did it to spite Mama Chu. But how'd she find out about her?
You're getting ahead of the story. Lucas went to fight in the revolution, and Mama Chu waited for his return. He didn't come back for 15 years.
15 years?
The federales caught him, sentenced him to hard labor in a Yaqui prison.
What did Mama Chu do?
She washed clothes. While Mama Chu worked, I watched over Augustina. We were alone, but we had each other. So we grew up real close, like brother and sister. After a few years in Bisbee, we moved on to La Mesa outside of Phoenix. Mama Chu never got around to telling Augustina the truth.
But you knew. Why didn't you tell her?
She was still a little girl. Besides, we thought Lucas Flores was dead.
Pedrito, Agustina, settle down.
And a new stepfather came into our lives. He had made a lot of money selling German Mausers below the border and hauling back freight. Mama Chu got to cooking and cleaning for him.
Don Güero, what do you have there? Is that your laundry?
Sunflower Doña Chu.
Oh, pero qué chula. Oh, she looks just like a little angel.
As fair-skinned as my sainted mother in Vienna. They tell me your breasts always have milk. Would you be so kind as to give her a suck?
Oh, no, Don Güero, with pleasure. Niños, go play. What is the beautiful Angelito's name?
Didn't ask. I came home from Texas to find all my servants dying, including my mistress. You Yaquis must be immune. Spanish flu epidemic's killing everybody.
Ay, Sango, such a hungry little mouth. I'm going to call you Oralia.
Call her what you like. You're truly and generously endowed, Doña Chu. but you're letting God's gifts go to waste.
Don Güero. Babies are the true gifts of God. One only serves the Senor, speaking as a widow.
You're too young to be a widow. I own a private residence in Phoenix. Are you open to more permanent employment?
What are you proposing, Senor?
I need servants. Child needs a wet nurse. You can live in my house. Bring your son and daughter. They can work for their keep. What do you say?
I can cook, clean, nurse, wash, sew. What else do you expect from me?
Piety and breeding. Privileges for myself.
I can offer all of the services of a good wife, Senor, providing you offer me, of course, a decent proposal of marriage.
Marriage. Shit. Why would a Cristiano like me want to marry his Indian servant? Who do you think you are?
I was raised in a French household in Valdez, Don Güero.
Don't be foolish. Maids sell by the ton along the border.
I am not a Yoriputa.
You're making a big mistake.
Better alone than in bad company, Senor. This is Los Estados Unidos.
Don't put up airs with me. You came to Los Estados Unidos by the grace of God. Through the asshole of the country. You arouse me, Prietita. Smell your raw womanhood. We could breed sons together.
Bastard sons.
Half-breeds, they can work for me.
For half the pay. I am not interested. Even for the sake of this beautiful Angelito. Here, take her. Take her.
Very well.
Okay.
I'll marry you.
Yes.
On honor of the caballero. By the power vested in me by the common law.
Don Güero, por favor.
I hereby pronounce this man and wife. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
So that's how Mama Chu ended up in her second marriage. She fell in love with your tia. Fat and pink and pretty, right? A real Cupido. My stepfather, unfortunately, turned out to be a real hijo de la chingada.
Animal! Get away from my baby! Get off your lazy culo, eh? Get to work!
His name was Güero Azul because of his one blue eye. Thanks to my padrasto, I grew up fast. Real fast. He was one stingy desgraciado, let me tell you, coming and going to Texas and Mexico all the time. We lived in his house like servants. We didn't starve, but we were always hungry. Unfortunately, year after year passed and Mama Chu couldn't get pregnant. Don Güero's eye began to wander. Mama Chu ignored his philanderings and took care of the house. Happy we were living like gringos. After 9 years together, Don Güero's eye finally landed on Augustina.
The little one's almost ready. Augustina. See? Where do you meet that?
No.
Yes,
He molested my mother?
for years.
Years? Where the hell was Mama Chu? Couldn't you tell what was going on?
Mama Chu was blind to everything but Auralia. She was scared to lose her. Times were hard. People did what they had to do just to survive. Don Güero always had money, and he spoke English.
You little son of a bitch, get out!
What a bastard.
Finally, after years of taking his insultos y patadas, your grandma found out he had 6 other wives and dozens of children in Mexico and Texas.
Auralia. Shh. Ven aquí.
Then she caught him trying to molest little Auralia.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Cállate. That was the last straw. She locked him out of the house.
It isn't me, it's you. Curse is dried up your insides. Worthless cunt.
No!
I'm gonna shoot you and your savages in the head. It'll be like killing animals. Who give a damn?
¡El desgraciado! No, 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 Pedro.
Mama Chu packed up our belongings and we left Don Lero's house that very night. We took Aurelio with us. She never saw her father again.
This is really screwed up. God, how can I look at Tio Aurelio to see him again?
But you wanted to know.
Does she know?
She wants Mama Chu's house. That's all she knows. She's Don Lero's daughter.
She's opening her eyes. I think she's coming too. Mama Chu, can you hear me? We're all here for you, Mama Chu. Me, Tilly, Robert, and look here, even this one. I forced the renegada to come see you.
Hi, Mama Chu.
¿Quién eres tú?
Armida.
Oh,
Augustina's daughter.
That's fine, be mad. But we're all here for you. We just want you to get better.
we love you, Grandma. Apologize to her.
For what? I'm not sorry for wanting my own life.
Like mother, like daughter.
Carmen, ¿dónde está Carmen?
What's she saying?
¿Dónde estoy yo?
You're in the hospital, Mama Chu. We have an important decision to make about your health. Do you understand?
Anita, step back, you're weighing her up. Don't hog her attention, let others talk to her.
Well, somebody has to tell her what's going on.
Who's gonna tell her? Are you gonna tell her? I'm not gonna tell her.
How are you feeling, Mama Chu? Are you okay? The doctor says you're going to be just fine, nothing to worry about. We'll have you back in your casa in no time. Cuando yo quiero ir a mi casa.
They can't let you go home yet, Grandma.
Home. ¿Por qué no?
Doctor's orders, Mama. They gotta fix you up real good first. Take out the gas.
Mama Chu, the doctor says you've been carrying a fetus for 60 years. Do you want to talk about it?
What the hell are you doing?
I'm telling her the truth.
You want to give Mama Chu a heart attack? Don't talk about that thing right now.
It's not a thing, it's a baby.
It's a mummy, dummy. You stay out of it. Ya pues, stop fighting, all of you. What are you talking about? I need to get back to my own house. Yo quiero estar en mi casa. Do you hear me? I think she's asleep again. Does anyone hear me? Is anybody there? Hello? Me lleva la tristetis, Nora.
Excuse me. What are you all doing in here?
Visiting my grandma? Is that a problem?
The rules state no more than 2 visitors at a time.
This is the first time we've seen her since the biopsy.
Exactly. She's still lapsing in and out of consciousness. See? She's out again. 2 of you have to go pronto.
Tilly and I will take the first shift. You and Anita's grip? Drop it?
Ni modo, Quasimodo.
Hold it, Profe. I'd like to stay if that's all right with you, cuz.
Sure, why not?
We're all familiar. Que no?
We'll be down in the cafeteria, eating.
Dr. Jory called. He'd like to know what the family has decided to do about the patient's condition. Should we schedule her for surgery mañana or send her home with a hot water bottle?
Surgery.
No, release.
Do you want her to die?
Do you want to kill her?
I'll let him know you're still working on it.
Going? Why is everyone leaving? No se vayan. I feel anger, suspicion. Why can't you hear me? I hear everything.
You know, 60 years ago, Mama Chu was my age. That was in 1909. Can you imagine? She was still in Mexico. Our family history has always bothered me, but this is ridiculous. You know, this is like spilling an unfinished puzzle and having to start all over again.
Guys, stop exaggerating.
You know, none of these implications seem to affect you, do they, Tia?
You've always been too damn smart for your own good. Don't know when to keep your hociquito shut.
No, I have the right to my own opinion. This is a family crisis.
How can there be a family crisis if you wipe out the whole goddamn family? ¿Qué cosa? Asking the doctor if Mama Chu's sterile? Don't you dare say that to your grandmother.
Well, what are we going to tell her?
We'll tell her that the doctor said that King Tut has to come out and that's all there is to it. This is a matter of life and death.
Oh, so now you admit it.
I don't admit nothing. Mama Chu's had these dolores de panzas for years. They've just gotten worse, that's all.
But you've known all these years.
I didn't know she had an aborto in there. I knew she had something, but not that. All I knew was my papa left her because she couldn't give him the sons he always wanted.
He didn't leave her. She left him.
What do you know about it?
Profe told me about Don Güero.
What did that old wino tell you?
About your father and my mother.
Those are nothing but dirty lies, mentiras. Profe had no business telling you that. My papa was a rich man. He had money and property. He didn't have to go around doing that. He gave Mama Chu the best years of her life. Those rumors were started by Agustina to get back at me because I was always Mama Chu's favorite.
And why is that, Tia?
Because God made me her angel. Because even when Papa Lucas returned from Mexico, he paid more attention to me than his own flesh and blood daughter. And even then, Profe was always lying for her and protecting her. And I could already tell there was something fishy going on between them.
What the hell are you saying?
Why do you think your mother killed herself, mijita? Because of your father.
Cosme Bravo?
The butterfly and the clown, right. And Profe's the monkey's uncle.
Here, tell me about it, Tia. And don't pull any punches.
Por amor de Dios, I don't want to hear anymore. Papa Lucas returned from Mexico in 1933 to finish where he left off 15 years before. He moved in with Mama Chu. Lucas Flores! I thought you were dead.
Not yet, vieja. Not yet.
This is your daughter.
Armida?
No, Augustina. Say hello to your father.
I don't have a father.
Don't be silly. This is your Papa Lucas. This is my son. Say something, Pedro.
Papa Lucas?
There we go. Give her a little time to get used to you.
You didn't name her Armida.
She doesn't know about your wife. She thinks I'm her mother.
You never told her? Why?
Because I had Pedro and Oralia and your renegada daughter Augustina. I had to put food in their little bellies every day. I fed them. I tucked them in at night. Where were you? What did you care if they lived or died? No. You were off in your pinche revolucion.
I was a prisoner of war.
You told me that if she didn't come home, she was mine. Are you going to tell her?
What have we got to lose?
Family. It was in the depths of the Depression, and we were starving. But Papa Lucas took the whole family to the circo. Augustina's eyes were like saucers that night, but all eyes were on me. I was glowing like a white dahlia flower in a bed of manure. Sit down, Prieta.
Aurelia, don't you love this? Isn't it exciting? It's a Mexican circus.
I'd rather be at the talkies.
Everybody's looking at you like a star.
Hey, my head hurts. These hard benches are hurting my knuckles. And now I am feeling fleas.
We just got here to relax. Siéntate.
Oh no, we shouldn't have come. I have a bad feeling about this. There's something evil in the air. I told you, Senor, te dije, but would you listen to me?
We are here for the jobs, Michu. They'll be hiring after the last show to pull down the tents.
Don't you see how all the men are looking at Oralia? Like lions, waiting for the meat.
Carajo, word must have gotten out.
My angel is not for these animals. I hate this chingada circus. Too many machos, perijones. Vámonos, vámonos, niños.
Señores, señoras, señoritos y huéspedes, el Circo Azteca proudly presents Cosme, el Paleolítico Bravo. ¡Ay, a Chihuahua raza! ¡A mí me raspan pelotas! ¡Pero a este le van macanotas!
Who is that payaso?
The man with the jobs, Michu.
I've seen him before someplace.
I'm Cosme, the caveman, the Paleolítico. I may look like a stinky Indian, pero soy español. Ah, vale, vale, una blanca rosa. Señorita, ¿cómo usted esta noche?
I'm fine, gracias. I'm Oralia Azul Flores.
Ay, coño, the flower of Spain, eh?
Ay, no.
Ay, ay, vaya. What are you doing? My mother-in-law, the Kikapunana.
Ikapuma, bozo. Your clan base doesn't fool me.
Ay, ay, hijo de la gallada. No love her. And it was pretty old, let me tell you.
Condenado. I know you. Who are you?
I am el Paleolítico, señora. I am here to tell the true story of how our beloved raza came to be like it is today in all shapes, colors, and sizes. But first, I shall need the assistance of a young mozafina. Ay, gracias, mi flor, pero you are too beautiful and too refined to be a gay woman. Hijo, but the priatita sitting next to you will do. Yes, you véngase. And what is your name, chula?
Augustina?
¡Al big aplauso por Augustina!
I've seen you before someplace. You did someplace terrible.
¡Tan! ¡Chile con pan! Y ahora, for the analphabetos among you, el Circo Azteca presents la historia de la humanidad en el espectáculo de los Paleolíticos. About a million years ago, the cavemen were all big, hairy brutos, about 15 feet tall, even the women. But life was hard and short. So, if the caveman wanted a vieja, zas, he just hit her over the head and dragged her back to the cave. Now this is how babies were made. Then one day, a midget was born. El enano mexicano. You.
Me?
Yeah, you. Now, it was a miracle that the midget even survived because he was this tall. He was this tall when he was full grown. Bueno, pues, one day, the midget was sitting up on a rock playing with himself when he saw a big blonde mamazota coming. Psst, he whispered. And the cave woman, she stopped and she turned. Adios. Psst. And the cave woman looked up and she saw the little midget wiggling his nose and making eyes at her. Wiggle your nose, baboso. So, the midget began puckering his lips and blowing her silent kisses. Within no time, he had her behind the boulder. It was short but quick. Ay, hijo, you're good. You're very good. Of course, the cave woman, she came out gorda. were giving birth to short, stumpy midgets. Pero por qué? So grabbing their manacas, the giants beat the little midget into dinosaur gotcha right then and there. And then they killed all the ugly, stumpy midget children they could catch.
I know who that is! That's the kid who killed my children!
Wait, who killed whose children? Are you saying Mama Chu recognized him from before?
Yes, she recognized him from before. From Sonora. He was already in his 40s, but as soon as she laid eyes on him, she smelled blood.
You're talking about my father, Tia.
No, I'm not. That clown wasn't your father.
What?
Don't act so shocked. I've known you've had your suspicions since you were little. You've lived with your father almost your whole life. He has a nickname, but his name is Pedro.
Profe? So it's true?
Más o menos. Don't look at me like that.
Why didn't you ever tell me? You let me go on living a lie.
You had food, clothes, a roof over your head?
You're my father, Theo.
Is that so bad?
My mother was your sister.
We were always close, but we weren't the same flesh and blood. After the nightmare with Don Güero, Augustine and I got closer than ever. Too close, if you know what I mean. She got really depressed and blamed herself. She was terrified of Mama Chu. She thought she was really going to burn in hell. So I told her the truth.
So you weren't brother and sister.
Hos no. I'm not Yaqui. I'm Maya Yaguteco. To Augustina, that only meant that Mama Chu was not really her mother. Then Lucas came back out of the blue saying he was her father. She ran away with the circle.
Yeah, well, I can't say I blame her.
We all went after her. Mama Chu had Lucas negotiate the deal with Cosme. No family, no Augustina. That's how we all joined the circle.
But what about my father? I mean, Cosme. You know, killing Mama Chu's children? Didn't that get in the way a little?
Augustina didn't believe her. Cosme made her a big star. Mama Chu settled for the boarding house in Logan Heights.
So it's not true.
Doesn't matter.
We're not family anymore. This was all an illusion.
You were born. Was that an illusion?
You're not my Theo anymore.
I'm your pinche padre, okay?
Well, then tell me something, Pops. God, why did my mom just get an abortion? Might have saved her life.
Having you didn't kill her. You were her last hope.
I have a confession, too. That was me you saw in Tijuana about a year ago.
I know. Who is that hippie with you?
It was Cage, my boyfriend. He took me to Mexico in his Volkswagen van. You know, he's not the one who got me in trouble. He was just a friend then. But I asked him to help me find a Mexican doctor that would perform an abortion on me. I couldn't stop and see the family after that. No, especially Mama Chu. She would have seen right through me.
Soy un pobre venadito, echadito en la ceraña.
Cosme Bravo, what are you doing? What are you bringing me? Is that
My dirty laundry, Doña Chu. My stinking socks, my guarapelos, my silk shirt, my dirty underwear, they stayed with misfortune.
You expect me to clean your dirty calzones?
You're the only one who can.
Demonio! You died of syphilis!
Órale, Doña Chu. I died of diabetes. Both legs chopped off at the knees. I lost the circle. I lost my wife. I lost my daughter. And why bring that up, huh? What did I ever do to you? Don't say I killed your mocosos.
You deny that you destroyed Augustina?
You're the one who called her a Yuri puta. And let's be honest. La mariposa bought your mojado boarding house.
You're lying. Profe gave me the money.
Which he got from Augustina. Oh, Simon Limon. Don't act like you didn't know.
You made her drink and smoke marijuana.
They relaxed her on the trapeze. There are worse things.
Like prostitution?
She was my vieja, senora. Because of your yucky lies and suspicions, she stopped sleeping with me. And to spite me, she began to openly see other men. So in order to save my pride, I had to go out and spread the rumor that I was whoring her out. Do you blame me?
You know who you are. And so does God.
God, yes. But do you? And who are you to accuse me? We all put on masks when we crossed the border. We left a very ugly revolution behind. And if you knew who I was in Sonora, then I must know who you were.
Who was I?
Sepa. How would I know? Perhaps La Llorona, the crying woman of the revolution?
You were the bastard son of the general!
The son of a priest. Some are born to the cross, and some to the double cross.
Payaso! Desgraciado! You dare to mock God?
The old serf as we are called, Doña Chu.
Judas, you were there! You know what happened! You did kill my children!
Pero como, Doña Chu? And if what you say is true, then I must be the father of the horny one that you never had. You know, that is ugly, Ed. And let's say, just for chiripas, there was a Yaqui woman and 3 whips, 1 boy and 2 girls. Then one day, the army came looking for her husband who was wanted by the government. In order to save her children from the hands of the raping soldiers, she killed them. And then after that, she spent all her time wandering around the revolucion, crying for her last mocosos. Yay, mis hijos,
She
yay!
never realized, demonio desgraciado! You killer of your own people!
Your first husband, Pedro Coyote, was a deserter from the Federal Army and a turncoat Yaqui spy.
Demonio, that was you!
If you insist, your son is under arrest.
What son? Profe?
The deer dancer. Prepare armas.
What are you talking about?
What the hell is that? It's the heart monitor. Something's going on.
terrible. Half dead.
I was just about to say the same thing about you. I had a baby, Mama. A beautiful baby girl, remember? Don't you want to see my baby?
Who's the father?
A soldier. An American GI fighting far away overseas in Germany. That's why I'm calling her army.
Yori puta!
That doesn't work anymore, Mama Chu. I know all your secrets. All those years with Papa Abuelo, you knew what was going on, didn't you?
I didn't know I was trying to protect you.
Me? Or your angel, Mama? Only you are my mama, because if you were, you would have stopped Papa Abuelo.
I didn't know, mijita. I swear to you.
Look at me. You don't have to turn the other way anymore. You know who the father of my baby is, and you're afraid to admit it, because if you do, our whole life will be a lie.
What lies have I ever told you?
What lies didn't you tell us? I don't even know you. Who are you? What have you done to us?
How can you say that to me? You don't think I know what went on between you and your brother? That was a sin before Almighty God.
The truth is buried deep inside you. And it's time for it to come out. Even if it kills you.
I curse you. From the bottom of my soul, te doy la maldición de tu madre.
You are my madre.
How dare you?
You never wanted any of us to live our own lives. We never went out. We never had friends. Even Profe, you had him tied up like a family dog till I got him to join the Navy. What in the world were we hiding from?
The world!
And where did Profe come from, Mama Chu? Did you steal him too, like me and Oralia? Why couldn't you have had any of your own?
What lies did Cosme tell you?
Bedtime stories?
Lies!
Like the crying woman of the revolution?
Nothing but lies!
She killed your children and went crazy, wandering from battlefield to battlefield, stealing other people's children. Is that who you are, Mama? La Llorona?
Stop it! Just stop it! What do you know about me? What do any of you know about me? I was in the Yucatan when the revolution began. One day on the battlefield, I found a baby, an orphan, a Mayan boy sitting by his dead mother. What else could I do but pick him up and take him with me? I named him Pedro.
Profe? Poor Profe, he never even got to have the love of his daughter.
I'm sorry, Mijita. God knows I'm sorry.
I died of a broken heart, Mama. I tried to be happy, but the sadness of our lives caught up with me. Don't you want to see my baby?
Who am I, Mama Chu?
You're the son of a deer dancer.
Why am I here?
Don't worry, my son. Don't worry.
Am I going to die?
No. You're already dead. For you, there is nothing. There is no air, no sickness, no family. All is over for you except for one thing. Paradise.
Chu, Mama Chu.
Shouldn't you call the doctor?
He's in divorce court.
We might get divorced first.
Holy mama, her blood pressure's really dropping.
Do something.
She's not dying, is she? Mama Chu.
Don't you do this to me, Grandma. Don't you die on me now. Breathe, goddammit, breathe!
Is it over?
No. Her heart's beating like a drum. Like a drum.
In that other world, I was a girl, a Yaqui girl. I was born in Sonora, Mexico. My first husband was a deer dancer. His name was Pedro Coyote. My children and I saw him dance the venado for the last time. It was noon on Easter Sunday, in the middle of the fiesta. The Pascolas were dancing when the soldiers came by without warning. They set up their machine guns. At first we thought they were there to protect us, but they aimed at the crowd. Pedro! They didn't shoot me, but they ripped my children from my arms. I had 3 children. Pedro, Augustina, and Oralia. I never saw them again. The soldiers never noticed that I was pregnant. They separated the women according to their age and looks, and they raped us. I got turned over to that Yaqui bastard desgraciado son of the General Cosme Bravo. How could I forget his face? I spit into it. He beat me. And when he got tired of raping me, I thought that he was going to shoot me. But he put me on a train in a cattle car with all the other Yaquis deported to the Yucatan into slavery.
Adios, mi prieta chula.
I knew that I was carrying my last child. So I prayed and I made a manda to God. Diosito Santo, I know that if by some miracle my newborn survives without me, he will be born a slave. Please, God, don't let him be born a slave. Dios mío, don't let them take my baby and feed it to the dogs. That is my manda. Take my baby's life. Take it. But don't let me die without it. That is my manda. To carry the son of Pedro Coyote forever.
In the spring of 1969, my 84-year-old grandmother, given the option whether or not to abort her 6-year-old mummified fetus, chose to carry it to the inevitable end. Through her manda, she gave me a gift of my Yaqui Mayan heritage and identity, not to mention my PhD in cultural anthropology. Oh yes, she didn't die in 1969. She kept the fetus and lived for another 30 years, finally joining the cosmic dance in the fall of 1999 at the ripe old Yaqui age of 114. Mama Chu, I don't know if you can hear me, but it's okay. You can let go now.
She's talking to you, Mama Chu. I know you can hear her.
I can hear her, but I can't see her.
I finally understand. You, my mother, Profe, everything. No, peace, Grandma. Peace.
She's talking to you, Mama. Look at my daughter. Isn't she beautiful?
Armida, te doy la benedicción de tu madre.
Are you ready to go now, Michu?
Lucas, look at them. Mi familia. We survived after all.
Give me your hand, Mama Chu.
Dear God, no, it's so crazy to believe that this mummified fetus is like an ancient kernel of millennial corn, soaked with the waters of divine mercy and love might spring back to life. That something so sacred and alive could come from all this suffering. That our entire family history is but a struggle to find our birth passage to a new world.